You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Where you flexing on IG? People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me. Bro,
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Left side to Lamb.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now 2nd and 5. Debo going in motion left. Here's Young from the shotgun. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs, 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Samuel in motion. From the shotgun, it's Young. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Throwing, Young. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Slot man moves right. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. In motion right is Brown. Here's Herbert. It's caught. Smith. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here now a third down and 8. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. At the 13-yard line. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Vikings! David Njoku from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Young off the play fake. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give it.
Run!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Gibbs again, and this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Debo going in motion left. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. It's Young off play action. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Able to hit his target Lamb. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
It'll be Young again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing in been so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Gibbs to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. 7 yards there at a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Young, flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. At
this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They go play action. Young. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Dillon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Young. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To the air once more, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not willing to risk a return.